Okay, everyone, we're on to phonetic command cards. Phonetic command cards. So there's three presentations. Presentation one is with the three-letter phonetic word command cards. Presentation two, 4 and 5 letter phonetic word command cards. Presentation three, short phonetic phrase command cards. The preparation is word building for this work. So presentation one, you invite a small group of children. Bring three-letter phonetic word command cards to a table or rug. Remove one card from the container and say, the words on these cards will tell you to do something. Let's read this card and see what it says. Ask a child to read the first card. T-ap, t-ap, tap. Everyone is invited to do the action. Say, would you like to tap? Choose the next card and repeat the process with the new command. When finished, replace the work on the shelf. Present the material after the children have had practice reading each of the variations of phonetic words and phrases with other classroom activities. Presentation number two. Use the 4 or 5 letter phonetic command cards and follow the same procedure as in presentation one. Presentation three. Use the short phonetic phrase command cards and follow the same procedure as in presentation one. So presentation one, there's 3 letters. Presentation two, 4 to 5 letters. Presentation three, there's short phonetic phrases. Okay, after that we have command cards list words for outdoors. So we have these word lists here. You guys can use and memorize. Okay. I know it's all backwards, but it says command cards list words for outdoors. And so words for outdoors, then we have words for gross motor actions and words that are work phrases, like sit and think, ring a bell, hit a ball, stand still, lift a rug, get a red rod, tap and snap, skip and rest, wink and blink, stand and tell, jump and stamp, get a flag, get a napkin, get a box, bring an insect. And then phonetic command cards with short phrases. I have ones like this. So like rest on a step, dust a box, mop up a spill, huff and puff, get a snack, lift a leg. And if you could read those words backwards, then kudos to you. All right, now next we have readers. Readers, it's on the back here. Pull down there. Readers are one phonetic word, one short phonetic phrase, one short sentence, a page with limited sight words, increased levels of difficulty, including consonant blends, consonant digraphs, vowel digraphs, silent E, etc. So the preparation for the readers, or little like reader books, are one-word reading books. Preparation are one-word reading books, short phonetic word lists, practice with consonant blends and sight words. So readers are like the Bob books, the Bob book set. It's really good. The children love those. So you'll have, or number one, invite the child. Have the child sit on your dominant side. Ask the child to open the book to the title page. Say, this is the title page of the book. Let's read the title of this book. Have the child sound it out, saying each sound, then blending the sounds, and finally saying the words, then read the entire title. Ask the child to turn the page to the first page of the story. Observe the picture. You may ask, what do you see? Let the child say anything that he notices about the picture. You may comment on the child's observations. Do this to establish context. Next, focus on the words. Isolate the first word of the sentence by placing a finger or thumb over the other words in the sentence. Ask the child to sound out the first word, then have him say the word. Move on to the next word and repeat the process until the entire sentence has been read. Ask the child to go to the beginning of the sentence and read the whole sentence. This may be a time for the child to comment on what might be happening in the story. Look for understanding from the child. Continue in this manner to the end of the book. With excitement and appreciation in your tone of voice, say, "You read this book." Extensions or variations. Child can write and illustrate stories of his own and read them to a teacher or another child. Child can write stories with the movable alphabet. Child can check out the book to take it home to read to his parents. Child can read into a tape recorder. Ages for this would be 4.5 to 6. Personally, in my own experience, I've had 4-year-olds doing this, 4.5-year-olds, but they were like, I would have these readers in the library, easy readers, and then if they really liked one, I would let them check it out, and then they could take it home and read it to their parents. Control of error picture should reflect what the words are saying. Help from teacher. Okay. And the last page on this, on decoding, is punctuation awareness. Materials will be a reader with sentences. Presentation. When the child progresses from reading words and phrases to reading sentences, it is time to point out that sentences begin with an uppercase letter and end with a period. So the child might notice this on their own. This goes back to association of uppercase and lowercase letters. But if you notice that you're reading the book of sentences and the child will go through the whole book and the child doesn't say anything about it, about that, just kind of bring it up to them. Hey, did you notice that the beginning of this sentence has a capital letter? So after reading a book with sentences, say to the child, I'd like to show you something special. This story is made up of many sentences. You can tell when a sentence ends because you will notice a little dot after the last word. Point to the dot and say, this dot is called a period. Next, point to the beginning of the sentence. Say to the child, you will find an uppercase letter at the beginning of each sentence. Let's look through the story and find all the beginnings and endings of sentences. That'd be a fun way to keep the child engaged in the book. So yeah, okay. And so that wraps it up for decoding. And we are going to be moving on to grammar.